Norco Dino Show. I like that.
And
Norco Dino Show. What was it? Wasn't that the one you were pretty...
Yeah, that was my idea, so I still like it.
Okay, let's go with it.
What was the other one?
Colorado.
Rad Dino.
Rad Dino.
Colorado Dino Show?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, too.
I know, right?
Made up words are good because like they don't return a bunch of other like unrelated search engine results.
Right.
But they're bad because nobody knows how to spell them.
Norco Dino. I don't picture it coming up, you know?
Yeah.
Either or.
It would just be like a geologist.
Start with Norco Dino
and
Show.
us.
We want to change it.
Google it.
We can change it at some point.
I think either or. What Norco? Like North Carolina? They're not even that.
Norco should be us.
What do you like more? Colorado Dino? Norco?
I don't know. I kind of like Colorado Dino.
Yeah. Outsider
It's like
opinion
it's like
might be a good one.
Okay.
Okay, so
That's the show introduced.
We are introducing the Norco Dino or Colorado Dino show. Still undecided.
Yes, it's Kyle Brennan again. We have Chris co-hosting with us. He's a drummer here in Fort Collins. And our guest today is Rooks. It's pronounced Rooks.
Yeah,
that's
Rooks.
And if you want to just introduce yourself, tell us who you are.
My name's Rooks. I'm an MC out of Denver. Been making hip-hop music for the past 4 years now. Taking it seriously, that is. But
Well, you've been making beats a while, though, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've been... I read on your biography, like 13, 14
yeah,
years old.
13, 14, I first started writing, like, my first material ever. And it wasn't, like, anything serious. It was just, like, a form of expression, I guess.
Right on.
An outlet. So,
just friends and recording. Was that in, was it Loveland you were born?
I was born in Loveland. I went to high school and college in Texas, though. And,
Where in Texas?
El Paso, Texas. It's kind of tucked
Yeah, no,
in the beak.
I'm from West Texas.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I know the area.
He's a Tejas fella himself.
All right.
You live in El Paso, there's your street cred.
There's like, I'm gonna like nerd out on you, but
Nerd it up, man.
El Paso was like the 5th safest city in the United States in 2012, when Juarez was like the highest murder capital for
And what's
all
the
of
distance?
Mexico.
That's pretty
It's
close.
like it's like a bridge.
I mean,
How does that happen?
There's a border.
How does...
I don't know. They keep it on the other side somehow. I don't know.
It never spilled... Man, that's intense.
It's like one of those Middle Eastern things where there's just like this big wall and it's just anarchy.
Well, I
on
mean,
one side.
they have fences and ditches and
Yeah.
like the
Yeah, the spillover is on like the ranches and shit. That's when you get like that long drawn out borderline.
it's the shit you see in Breaking Bad and like,
Yeah, exactly.
that's
crazy.
those areas.
Okay. So,
Anyways, yeah. Off topic.
so El Paso, straight up El Paso. You decided to, did you decide to come back? Was this...
I decided to come back.
Left family back in El Paso? Or?
When I left El Paso, my dad was still there. I moved to New Mexico, which was where my mom was living. I kind of started like, I built my own recording booth in our house, and that's kind of where like it all started.
So you said New Mexico?
Yeah, New Mexico. I lived in Artesia, New Mexico, which is also close.
Yeah,
to
I grew up in Hobbs.
Right. Yeah. So
that's crazy, man. That's like, that whole area is also pretty good for, I mean, you got started with a pretty good game in rap in the, I didn't know like the Texas, New Mexico.
So like a lot of the inspiration and a lot of the like collaboration didn't come from there. New Mexico, they called hip hop queer hop. Yeah,
Fair
it was
enough.
like if you weren't listening to Nickelback or Five Finger Death Punch or
So you were out
whatever it's
there
called.
alone, like where you?
Yeah,
were,
yeah.
where
There's not much of a hip hop scene there. I mean,
It's so weird because like I grew up in Hobbs and like I was surrounded by hip hop guys. Like I was like the weird metal guy and everybody else was like lone thugs.
That might have just been Artesia. It was like a small, like little niche.
So is Oz.
It's-
I think it's just
it's
each
like-
one has its own culture.
Yeah, it's like in between Roswell and Carlsbad, so you have like the random like people from both places in the middle, and so it's just
People are fucking weird, dude.
people are weird.
You just go anywhere. There's just weird groups of people everywhere that do weird things that don't make sense. And they drive a lot of sidekicks in New Mexico, and that's weird. Suzuki
But yeah,
sidekick.
so
So what got you into rap? Like, why did you break that way musically?
so like in the past month since Outkast has like announced their reunion or whatever, I've kind of made a realization that they were like a big influence. I never really realized it, but like I listened to them a lot growing up. I listened to
Are you a bigger fan of Andre or Big Boy?
that's a tough question.
Right? It's a good one. I think about it a lot.
It is a good question. I don't know. I don't think I can.
John
answer
Lennon,
that.
Paul McCartney, right? Two guys that
Yeah,
found each other that
another-
wrote together.
Yeah, exactly, and they're like supposed to be together. I
Yeah.
mean, there's not many other like rap duos that you would. I mean, Method Man and Redman, and
Huff and King. Local.
Huff and Keen. I haven't heard their music, but
Pretty badass.
is it?
Huff and Keen, if anyone gets a chance.
Yeah.
Another local MCs, duo. Good bounce back and forth, that
Yeah.
kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I remember they had a bunch of shows in Greeley a while back. And
Yeah, and I mean, I think they're still performing. I don't know what's coming up for them. I couldn't
Yeah.
tell you that well. But I mean, that's another part, man. Like, I mean, welcome back to Colorado,
Thank you.
because seems like
Been a couple of years, but it's been a good move.
and the scene is building.
Oh yeah, yeah. The hip hop scene, especially in Denver, is incredible. There's just like so much potential for growth. Colorado's really become a hub of like where the major artists want to come because our fans come out and they can draw a good crowd. They have a good show. Weed's legal now, so that's a
That's a
benefit
big
for
plus.
95% of rappers.
Oh,
Not
music
to
stuff.
stereotype
yeah.
hip hop, but yeah, it's yeah,
Musicians.
that's
yeah.
Musicians,
I mean-
man. We understand that when you smoke, all of a sudden that color palette turns into a.
You can probably hang out behind a like professional, like artistic concert hall that plays
Yeah.
like Mozart.
Yeah,
like,
I
there'll be
mean-
a cellist back there with a bong.
There's
know.
oh shit.
Maestros with wands, they look like they smoke hard, those crazy haired fucks with their weird
It's just like a
suits.
really long vape pen.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay, anyway.
I forgot where we were going.
We're going,
Influences-
there's local.
influences
Yeah,
and
what's
So, yeah,
inspiration.
And the scene, the local scene,
What
and
got
the
me- yeah,
influences, which got you into this.
Right. Yeah, the scene's great.
Keep going with
I-
your influences, man. I want to hear where you're coming from. Because
Okay,
I like what
so-
you're spitting.
Influences. Outkast, Atmosphere, Greaves, he's from Seattle and Minneapolis and signed with Rhymesayers.
I can't really get into Greaves. I don't know why.
You
I've heard-
can't?
I've heard a few of his songs. I'm just like, not my thing. And I like
I dig
pretty much
Greaves.
every artist on Rhymesayers.
Was it Outkast specifically? And Chris, I think you were telling me East Coast?
Yeah, I know that you're big into a lot of the East Coast stuff.
Yeah.
Like you got the Jay-Z
I
influences
love
and
Jay.
Kanye.
You got a good bounce back
Kanye's
too, man.
Chicago though. Which,
Yeah, but
That's more East than it is West, though.
yeah,
valid.
I think, shit, and as violent as it is, it counts as a coastal city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's.
But old
That's true.
Kanye more than new Kanye,
Yeah,
right?
more old Kanye. I mean, you can't hate on the guy. Everybody
You
talks
can.
about him. You can, but everybody.
can hate
Okay,
on Kanye.
hold on though.
You
Hold
can't
on.
hate on his
Hold on.
talent. is what-
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
He's
so
talented and he put in the work, but damn, dude.
God
but
damn,
as-
Kanye.
but as a musician,
Yeah.
he could put out Yeezus, which in my opinion is his worst album,
And still make millions.
and
off of it.
still have everybody buy it because they're curious how it sounds.
And he could. No,
And regardless what his next project is, he's going into fashion and all this bullshit.
Mhm.
But
And
regardless
that's
of what
entrepreneur stuff.
it
and
is.
I respect that equally.
I do too. There's nothing wrong with being a mogul and controlling.
You make one album that flops, you might be out of the game forever. But if you got a pair of sneakers that sold your ass $1 million, you're set.
He had Yeezys selling on eBay for $90,000. His shoe that he designed selling on eBay for $90,000.
Okay, so
50 cents got mine
anyways,
in the water.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's
But
really, really bad video games.
yeah, no shit. Quick crossover reference, because Chris, like, you're here especially because of the sports topic. What's his name? Dude that screamed at the camera here recently.
Richard Sherman.
Yeah, Richard Sherman.
Okay, so Richard Sherman. Now, I only follow loosely with things
Seahawks cornerback, though. Let's get that clear for all the people that don't really know sports yet. All right,
Okay,
go
Richard
ahead.
Sherman, Seahawks cornerback. To give anyone frame of reference, it was right after a major play that if he hadn't been a part of, the game would have been completely different. And the interviewer asked him a question, and he just went off, and he lost his shit. Adrenaline moment.
Yeah.
But, respectfully, what he had to say wasn't totally off kilter. It was, no one can cover him. He's one of the best. He's going to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
He might get picked for a Pro Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye West is the best at what he does in the rap game in that respect. But in a way, he's sitting in America's camera and screaming at us and telling us that. And that's the problem where you're not going to make friends.
Yeah, that's
It's-
why
it's
people
like-
don't like him. He's
It's like that
opinionated.
new money thing. He's like we know, dude. You're on TV. We know you're famous already. You don't need to tell us all
It's
the
the
time.
bad guy, good guy thing.
Hey, come on, the Kim Kardashian video, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy.
Even Ellen thought that was
I
crazy.
thought it was a fake video. the whole thing,
But that's what he wanted. He said that video was perfect in his eyes. Everything that he wanted out of that video, he got.
Especially her hair going the wrong way.
Which, yeah.
I just did a double take for those of you who couldn't see
I
that.
If you haven't seen the video, it is hilarious. Check out Kanye West's
she's writing-
new music video, Bound 2, right?
Yeah,
And then watch the Seth Rogen one with James Franco, and you'll be happy.
I
shit's
saw that
funny
one
too.
first.
Yeah.
He's riding, there's a scene where it's, off to the left, and, he's riding his motorcycle, but technically he's banging Kim Kardashian. She's right there, and he's singing to the camera, and it looks down, and, she's on the
Well,
side.
that doesn't fucking sound safe to me.
Oh, man, and they were in the desert, too, man. No hospital care for miles. Talk about
motorcycle, you
safety.
can't have enough water on a motorcycle to get to the desert if you break down.
Let alone for two people. And a naked lady?
And I haven't seen the video, but somebody should just talk to him before he does stuff like that.
Yeezus. There's also a following. There's a cult following. Yeah,
He
Yeezus.
started a religion, Yeezianity.
Someone did. But it wasn't him.
I'm
That's
kind of a Kanye fan. If
no,
you
the
can't
crazy.
tell.
No, and the craziest part is that he didn't start it.
No,
he
he did
talked
not.
loosely about being Jesus. Well, not loosely. He said he's Jesus, and then this guy and came up unnamed, specifically staying anonymous right now, came up with Yeezianity. Are you a card-carrying member of the Church of Yeezianity?
No, I am not.
Okay, I'm not going to judge.
He's not
I
that
wouldn't
bad,
judge.
I guess.
I wouldn't judge.
He could be if he wanted to.
I'd judge you harder if you are a card-carrying Mormon.
No.
That's
I'm not that either.
that is less convincing than Kanye being Yeezus or Jesus or I don't really know how it works. I'm interested.
It's
If there's a book that gets written,
Is it up there
See,
with the
so-
ICP people who are obsessed with ICP and get into
no.
No, it's
No.
not quite that bad.
I don't
it's
think
not
so.
a dirt culture as much as it's a spiritual revolution. I think.
He's winning because we're all talking about
So more of a suicide cult than a street gang.
On more of your influences, like going on to the East Coast
winning.
and stuff like that.
He's winning.
Did you ever get into like Wu-Tang or Meth and Red and all those guys?
I love Method Man. He's like a guilty pleasure. Like, I don't know.
I hear that.
I love Meth Man.
You love meth.
Yeah, that could be taken out of context.
Well, that's a sound
We're just
bite.
gonna cut that out.
Soundbite. We talked about Breaking Bad
And
now
our
meth.
interview
So-
with Rooks.
We talked Breaking Bad.
Oh,
meth, and
Oh yeah, Breaking Bad. I love meth.
Now you just gotta see this guy live, man.
come see a live show.
It's all about how
February
you
15th.
edit your media, man. Fuck
You ever
yeah.
get like nationally famous? We're gonna
This-
blackmail you with this.
Oh, we're
recording.
gonna
Yes.
fuck your life up. I'm
Please
kidding.
do. Please do. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
All right, so
Well,
you have recordings, and we're gonna play a couple of songs over the course of the show. So the first song you'd like to play is called "Rise."
Yep.
All right. You
off
want to
of Colossal Chronicles,
Yes,
Colossal
correct.
Chronicles.
released January 22nd, 2013.
As a matter of fact, today is a year
One goddamn year.
anniversary.
And you
Since
had your
it came out.
Cervantes release party for it.
Yep.
Late winter, man. It
Yep.
blew up, I heard.
January 27th. Yeah, it was a great night. We had I don't even remember how many people we had in there. It was a good showing.
200 people were there easy, man.
Yeah,
a
it
good
was
crowd
it was
down there.
awesome.
Support local music, support local
Yep.
local rappers. Don't matter what
Absolutely.
genre it is. This dude is going to show you what it's about right here.
We got big shit coming up.
So
So
if you're interested in purchasing the album or hearing more about Rooks, there are links in the description to this podcast, and we'll also be just spouting URLs here.
It'll be around, man.
So this is the first song, "Rise." What is "Rise" about? What is it as a song?
Rise is kind of like so the whole album is just like a giant story on my part, hence Colossal Chronicles.
Right on.
That's kind of how it came about. So this is at the point where just it's like a revolution almost. It's a riot scene. I don't know. Just let it speak for yourself, I guess.
You're talking to musicians, man. You don't got to explain yourself because it's hard to.
It is. It's like
Rooks!
I'm the villain, Mr. Batman, empathetically vain. Shifting gears and changing in irrational lanes. Small hands, big slaps, unforgettable pain. Foundation turns to ruins, I'll just watch it decay. Then we stop high, pull the pin on grenades. Toss them under tracks, exposing your tank. While my goons are running up, attacking your flank. With the sawed-off shotty to the temple you made. The scorn on your face reveals a hate and disdain for the ones that shut down your foolish riot campaign. They call it crowd control, another rank up the chain. But I'm the motherfucker that's derailing the train. When the locomotive stops right in front of your bank, give the password to the lock that's controlling the gate. You thought we were cops, fool, drawing a blank. Cause it's ticking up the clock, it's predicting your fate. Burn that bridge, I'll spread the ashes. Burn that bridge, I'll spread the ashes. Burn that bridge, I'll spread the ashes. Set that shit on fire, cause you're nothing but the past kid. Burn that bridge, I'll spread the ashes. Burn that bridge, I'll spread the ashes. Burn that bridge, I'll spread the ashes. Set that shit on fire, cause you're nothing but the past kid. Mayhem ensuing, city blocks in ruins. Chief of command, bitch, you've lost your influence. Respect is always earned, never given by pursuance. Drowning deadbeat, now you're lost in the movement. Choose quick while the followers are still lucid. Uprising of the populace, these slams are so stupid. Loose brick, thrown by the mob, they're growing ruthless. Crack you in the dome, leave that face fucking toothless. Slaughterhouse amusement, remains go unrecovered. Sifting through debris, another angel for the mother. The last one standing, the second oldest brother. Providing for the family, a dinner for the buzzards. Scraps is all he gets, that's all he really needs. He only needs enough to fight through the fatigue. The war is waging on, divergent dirty D's. With his axe he carries on, through the battle he proceeds. Burn that bridge, I'll spread the ashes. Burn that bridge, I'll spread the ashes. Burn that bridge, I'll spread the ashes. Set that shit on fire, cause you're nothing but the past kid. Burn that bridge, I'll spread the ashes. Burn that bridge, I'll spread the ashes. Burn that bridge, I'll spread the ashes. Set that shit on fire, cause you're nothing but the past, kid. Here we go again, conflict on the street. The deck begins to sway, about 1,000 underneath. Keep your hands above your head, it's easier to breathe. Let the brimstone drown you, purify the sea. Put the sulfur in your lungs, we'll bury you alive. Huffing harder than before, positions compromised. Pounding in your chest, the game just to survive. Russian martyr becomes Lord, you're a worthy sacrifice. The moment of fruition, realizing you've been cursed, strikes you deep within your core, envisioning the worst. The town has gone to shambles, one more powder keg burst. We found the reason for the war, the bloody for the thirst. Not easily coerced, you hear the storm clouds rumble. Shaking even starter, disoriented stumble. Coherent just enough to see the magnitude of struggle. You rise to your feet, I'll watch that skyline crumble.
Rise by Rooks. We didn't actually listen to it because we're doing this live and we're just going to splice it in later.
Well, there goes all the fucking magic.
Just because you know how the trick works doesn't mean that it's not magic. All right.
You could say
So,
They would have had no idea.
None.
yeah, I know. I should be fired.
God damn it.
All right.
You can edit that one out.
No, we're cool.
Luke here. Luke is a sports fan, and I don't understand sports, but
we want to keep this show fresh. A big
Yeah.
part about how we're trying to broadcast and what we're doing.
yeah. So Chris, who is a pretty good friend of Kyle and ours, it really does know sports. So
And he's our drummer,
talk
too.
about sports, and me and Kyle are probably just going to make weird jokes that no one understands
And we're lovers.
because we don't really understand what's being talked about. So I hear the Broncos are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, as a Raider fan, this is actually Chris Gums here talking, though. As a Raider fan, I'm not too happy about it, but you know what? It's pretty awesome for Colorado, and I know Rooks is a huge Bronco fan, and I got a lot of family and friends, so it's actually pretty cool, to see what Colorado's going through, and the excitement and all the orange and all that stuff,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's so many positive vibes going around right now. You can't even go to the grocery store and not hear a conversation happening.
Yeah.
That's football related, Broncos related. So
you went to a game a couple weeks ago, right?
I did.
You went to the
I went to
divisional round,
I went
right?
to the divisional round with the lady, and
How are the seats?
seats were great. We were in section 100, 25 rows up, right by there.
That's like South
Right by the
Stands area,
entrance.
man.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
almost South Stands over there.
South Stands,
Yeah,
South
we were-
Central.
That's where the
South
people
Central.
get crazy.
The
and
dangerous
things,
part of
yeah.
the stands.
Yeah.
So
You don't want to go there at night.
it was an afternoon game. Think
That-
about it.
Oh, God.
That was your
God.
first. That was your first game, though, right?
Yeah, that was my first game ever.
Cool, man.
Live. So yeah,
I think everyone needs to go at least see a game. Just
Yeah.
to, it's the Coliseum,
Right.
It's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's
It's like the
lions and warriors.
Yeah, it's like the Holy Grail.
Yeah. I go every year, man. Invesco Field's a beautiful place. I make sure
It
to
is.
go to the Raider Bronco game every year, and
Fuck the Raiders.
it's
Sorry, is this
it's a
language
great
friendly?
place though, man. No matter what
Cuss your ass.
who you're rooting for or who you're rooting against, that's a great stadium. And
Well,
As
especially
I
you.
drink out of my Broncos.
well, even
cup.
Philip Rivers, the quarterback for the Chargers, says his favorite place to play on the road is
Phyllis Rivers?
Philip Rivers.
Oh, snap, son.
The crybaby Phyllis Rivers.
Phyllis Crimea Rivers.
Yeah, but that's his favorite place to actually play on the road, is what he said.
You killed that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Spot on.
I have no idea. I'm a Timberlake fan. I'll have to admit.
He's in Denver tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't go to that?
If someone gave me a ticket, I would have gone. I wouldn't buy a
He
ticket.
loves Timberlake.
Yeah, I'm a JT fan.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to admit
Dude,
that.
I saw him play with the Rolling Stones in Canada with 400,000 on the
Really?
Yeah. It was the Rolling Stones, AC/DC, the Guess Who, Rush,
Damn.
and the Isley Brothers with
What a
like
lineup.
16 other people.
Damn.
Yeah, it was wild. And the ticket cost me $20.
What?
It was SAR stock. August of 2013. July.
Last year.
2010. No, I'm sorry. Nah, fuck. Holy shit. Decade ago. 2000. I'm thinking. Okay, take away 10 years from what I said.
So like
2004 or 5.
like in sync JT.
No, he was full on his own, man. No, it was wild. I was looking for a ticket to go see Metallica that year at, and it was like advertised, like, want to see Rolling Stones? $20. Fucking bullshit, right? And I pull it up, and it was $20 for a ticket because it was a charity benefit, and just ended up getting out to Canada. It was like 468,000. Anyway, that's another conversation for another time.
Yeah, that's
what
insane.
we're talking about here is
football.
Phyllis Crimea Rivers.
Yes, that's how we.
Well, that's who the Broncos.
Rabbit
The
trail.
Broncos had to take out the Chargers to
Yep.
get to where they're at. They had to obviously beat the Patriots last week, which is a big foe, to get to where they're at.
Yeah.
And also to get where they're at, they're paying a guy $90+ million to be a quarterback in the face of the franchise.
If he stays all 5 years.
But
Fuck,
it's
man.
working.
Is it a $90 million 5 years, the contract for Peyton?
It's working though, you know.
Yep.
He's winning.
If
Mile
he
High's
wins one
back
Super Bowl, if he wins
crazy.
this Super Bowl, I don't think anyone will care if the first play of next year, even if it's preseason, that guy goes down with a career-ending injury.
He could retire.
Better knock on some wood, man.
There's a certain,
It was like Yoda. I felt Broncos fans across Colorado go, don't say that.
I'm not superstitious. I'm just a little stitious. So
That's a joke.
But no, I mean, if Peyton gets it, do you think there's any way that Peyton Manning retires if he wins the Super Bowl?
no.
You don't
No.
think so?
No. He's gonna beat. He's gonna beat. Oh, ringy dingy. Go all the way.
It only rings 3 times.
Do you want me to answer it?
And that is no.
3, 2. Oh, you said. I was
Bob's
gonna
Bar
give us
and
a
Grill.
count
It
real
was
quick.
4, I guess.
This is ridiculous.
We're in an actual office. It's just, I mean, we're not being very, very professional.
We can
but-
cut all of this out. So I was gonna give us a.
All right, so there's a timestamp, and I just talked and just blew the fucking signal.
So those Broncos.
Yeah, but they had to go through some things, and you know, if you don't think Peyton Manning's retiring at the end of the year once he gets a ring on his finger, you think the Broncos are gonna be able to
Three-peat.
repeat?
Yeah,
or
he's gonna take the
3 in a row.
he's
Huh?
gonna take the John Elway route, win 2 Super Bowls back to back, and then ride off in the sunset.
And then call it quits.
No. He's gonna go for the third because what do you have to lose? If you go for a third,
John Elway.
worst case scenario, he gets a hit that takes him. Okay, he's paralyzed.
You got 2.5 rings.
Yeah, but he tried. I picture if they win a Super Bowl this year, I see a road to like a dynasty 3-peat kind of. Just because of that, Elway got rid of Tebow. Tebow was the man. Like everyone in Colorado said, fucking blow this guy because he's God's son and he can throw passes for 1,000 yards.
I was a Tebow fan also.
And then Elway axed him
Yep.
and said, let's get Peyton. And now look what's happening.
I mean, you were a Jay Plummer fan.
Holy
you're a Bronco
fuck.
fan.
I'm
The
a
snake?
Bronco fan. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
an individual fan.
I was
It's
a
like-
Bubby Brister fan. I did not
have
like
to be.
fucking Brian Greasy. That guy was.
Oh, no.
Brister was cool. Greasy.
He was a
Greasy
bigger
was
bitch than
greasy.
Phyllis.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
He was a big complainer. He was very vocal about how he felt negatively about
I feel like Eric Decker's like that now. He's like the cancer of the Broncos. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Decker. Fucking
Rooks calling out Decker.
follow me on Twitter, bitch.
Well, what's the other team that the Broncos are playing in the Super Bowl?
We're playing the Seahawks, and that's the matchup I wanted. I was pulling for the Seahawks. I have to be honest and say that I thought the 49ers were going to win,
Yeah, me
But-
too.
as I shy away from the microphone. But
But the important thing is that a bunch of people can make Super Bowl jokes.
Yeah.
oh,
the,
shit.
the Washington
I've seen
team
so
against
many
the
of those, yeah.
Colorado team, you know.
The 2 states that legalized it.
Y'all motherfuckers don't even get me started. After 9/11, the Patriots win. Weed's starting to get legalized nationally, and now we have the 2 states that have weed legalized.
There you go.
I don't know, man.
Hey, don't get me
There's
started
some
on the duck rule.
there's some shady shit going on right there.
Well, the NFL is definitely the biggest sport for the country.
Conglomerate.
So you could definitely see, I mean, if there ever is anything involved, the government would probably get involved with football.
Oh, it's big. Absolutely, man. Advertising. You can put it on any cup around.
Or change certain things or do whatever, they could do all... hey, again, the conspiracy theories could definitely pop up.
Because what happens if they push nationally a subconscious idea that everyone accepts, and all of a sudden weed is legal nationally?
They're getting there.
Then the federal government comes in and says, okay, well, now we can do whatever we want with it and sell it. And if anyone tries to grow it at a house and sell it...
Oh, man. Can you imagine? Because at that point, it'd be like Monsanto could get into the weed game.
That's what we're talking about.
That's like moonshine now.
And what happens when motherfuckers get busted doing moonshine?
It's legal now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep, they're starting to release moonshine and stuff. There's like shows.
Well, but moonshining, the process, actually making illegal alcohol. Like you can't make
building a still.
Building a still, exactly.
Oh yeah.
You can't do that stuff. But exactly, man, it's weed growers are going to be looked like moonshiners. You try. I don't know, man. It's kind of a scary thing, I think. Anyway, that's football. Football. We could talk about this conspiracy stuff and get crazy here, but we are trying to have a sports segment because Brandon and I are fucking naked on sports.
Whenever Kyle or I start talking about something, just fucking ignore us and go back to your conversation.
Yeah.
Just look and be like, yes, I heard you.
Well, all right, from a sports
the
outside opinion, actually, let's get your guys' sports outside opinion since you don't know sports as much. Who would you pick right off the top of the bat? Seahawks, Broncos. Who are you choosing to win the Super Bowl?
I wouldn't because I know literally nothing about the teams.
Just pick one.
But when I was leaving Texas, I knew I wanted to go to either Colorado, Portland, or Seattle.
Ha! So this still got us nowhere.
So you asked
So
me
what
to choose
wins, a
between
Seahawk
two of the
or a
places.
Bronco in a fight?
Well, that's different.
It's not like Balky from Perfect Strangers. The way he was like. That's
Where are we going?
Court and Larry Appleton.
All right, so Brandon has no idea. Kyle, who are you choosing in the Super Bowl?
Guy, if you just asked me, I gotta say Broncos because root for your team or get the fuck out of the stadium.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was born.
Thank you.
I was born in Colorado, and I very much love where I'm at. So I have a hard time when it comes to. Usually with sports, I'm pretty much out of it. But if you ask me, I'm just like, I'll just go for the home team.
There you go. We know.
Honestly, I would go with Broncos.
Yeah. Right. I could see the Broncos definitely winning this one.
Respectfully, I don't know enough about Seattle, so I can't make an intelligent.
The Seahawks, if the Seahawks defense shows up and they confuse Peyton Manning enough, then the Broncos will not be able to win the Super Bowl.
What was it about the Seahawks that got them?
Their defense was a big key of it. They also have a huge run game, whether it's between their running back or their quarterback.
Do we have a good run stop?
Not
we
specifically.
Have a decent run stop.
It's okay.
We have a decent run stop.
But definitely what got you here was your offense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is the first time since 1990 that the first-ranked offense in the NFL went up against the first-ranked defense in a season.
What were those teams?
Oh, goodness. The Giants and the Bills?
Yeah, it was the Giants and somebody. I know that.
I want to say the Giants and the Bills.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Whatever
they had
is,
like
man.
Jim Kelly and shit like that. The Bills were dope back then.
They never won a Super Bowl.
No, they did not.
They couldn't get it done. Well, switching up from football, everybody knows what's going on with football, and the Super Bowl is coming around. The Pro Bowl's next weekend.
I was going to say,
off to the season.
As a caveat to the Super Bowl, what's so exciting about just with them being good matchups this year is, respectfully, even with music, to try and loosely tie it to music. I love going to shows and seeing bands that you can tell they're competing.
Yep.
Whether it's a rap show, or a metal show.
You got to be hungry. Regardless of if you want to be successful, you have to be hungry.
You see the best at what they do, doing what they do, and knowing that they have these other guys they got to work hard against. And if you don't, it's cool to see it. A Super Bowl, no matter the competition, it's cool to see people that earned it, got there.
Yep.
And it's going to be cool to watch. Like, it's going to be a competition. Because you don't want to go and see like a rap show and watch one artist get up there and flaccid dick the whole motherfucker, and then another guy just cock stomp the crowd with wildness, you know?
That's usually what Rookie does.
Rookie does that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. You don't want to see the Super Bowl, it's a 50-0. That shit's boring. Then people are waiting for commercials and fuck.
I just want to watch the commercials now.
Right? I'm sorry, Chris. I hopped on you, bro. What were you gonna say? Football.
Yeah,
Football.
moving on from football, because like I was saying, everybody knows all about the football stuff and what's going on. The season's about to be over, and there is some other sports that are going on in Colorado, and you know, Denver in general has the Colorado Avalanche. The Denver Nuggets, the Mammoth, even the lacrosse team down there. They got all things going on. We also have the Colorado Eagles up here. But something I noticed was just going to the hockey game last night. I actually went and saw the Maple Leafs against the Avalanche.
Wearing an Avalanche beanie, as it were.
Yeah, but the crowd was kind of sparse. And the Avalanche are doing really good right now and all that. And, I mean, we might see a turnaround in that. Once the football season's totally over with the Super Bowl and everything, there might be more crowd. But my question is to certain people, because I know, Kyle, you like hockey a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Out of all your sports.
As a schmedium fella, I can appreciate the size it takes to play that sport.
Yeah. And Rooks, you like hockey.
I played hockey for a long time, yeah.
What isn't getting you guys at these games? Like, what's missing from you guys coming to these games, other than money? Obviously, money's a big thing, you know.
Hockey, honestly, like, for me personally, if sports was my thing, my thing isn't sports.
Right.
So it's hard for me to talk definitively, but I went to a lot of games of different sports growing up, and I loved playing them. I love competition.
Yeah.
I love all of the aspects of sportsmanship. I would have no problem going to an Avalanche game more than a Broncos game. You know, if someone offered me a ticket, so I couldn't tell you. I think people mostly, hockey's a lot like, in a way, it's still a soft version of soccer to Americans. Spit a bunch right there. But, like, you know, there's a lot of open play, there's a lot of back and forth, and there's a lot of times where you may see a net, but you don't see an offensive shooting position on a net. You just see it because the puck ended up at the other side of it, like soccer.
Yeah.
You fucking see the ball down by the goal because it's got a goddamn goal is kicking it back to the field, and you're going to watch it in the middle of the field for a while.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's constant action.
I think hockey and soccer are kind of looked at as like the redheaded stepchildren of the American sports culture.
Foreign.
Go ahead.
Plus, we kind of have this thing where, like, as far as the media is concerned, we have one sport at a time. It's like football and then basketball and then baseball.
Absolutely.
And whenever, like right now, nobody's talking about hockey because everybody's talking about football.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
And we have a legend as our coach. Yeah. Like, the buzz around Patrick Waugh being a coach of the Avalanche.
Yeah, that's
enough
incredible.
To carry.
That's
love incredible.
That. I love that. Yeah.
Patrick Waugh, as far as like hockey goes, that dude walks with. Yeah, he walks with a halo.
Joe Sakic's the president now.
Exactly. That's dynasty. Speaking of that, you know, it's
Waugh was like my hero growing up. Yeah. Like, I played hockey and I wanted.
It's crazy to think that
I wanted to be a goalie because Patrick Waugh was so awesome.
Dikembe Mutombo needs to get involved with the Nuggets. That way we have, like, I mean, the prestige behind.
Throwback, yeah.
No, even just like the prestige behind the involvement of what you would look at as like the grandfathers of what John Elway, you know, I remember meeting him when I was like 8 and just like, holy shit!
Yeah.
And he signed my like orange Broncos flyer and silver pen. It's like, you're fucking cool. Like, and now he's running the show. Yeah. Patrick Waugh, same thing. I remember being like 12, 13 years old and watching this goalie skate out to middle ice and just Doc Osgood.
Oh my god, that was great.
Oh man, he kicked the shit out of Osgood.
That's what made me an Avs fan, was a lot of that stuff. And I mean,
the bravado of Patrick Waugh.
You go back 10, 15 years, the place is still packed. and you got that place screaming its brains out, and I
think hockey's more of like a baseball thing for Colorado people. I don't know if it's that.
I don't think so.
I'm saying
it's actually a lot bigger than
bandwagon.
A lot of people see what's going on an outside opinion too. Hockey's become very big. You got the Eagles up here who almost sell out every game they got.
Yeah, speaking of, if you want to go watch the Avalanche and you're anywhere near Northern Colorado, Budweiser Event Center, they have the Colorado Eagles.
Yep.
Way cheaper tickets, and it's really good hockey.
Yeah, it's like supporting like what we're doing here, local stuff.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's beyond just doing the major sports thing. Also, like, I noticed going to a lot of CSU basketball games or football games.
CSU hockey.
Yep, we got to get more people out to those games. We got to get, whether it's even if you're just a student of this town or you're a person that represents this town, it's only $10 a ticket to get into a basketball game where you're supporting the kids that are around here, you're supporting the town, you're putting money into
Same thing with music.
It's the same thing with music. That's where sports and music can definitely come together.
It doesn't matter what your scene is, man. The corner of the state, Mesa State College, or if you're going to Denver University.
Yeah, anywhere.
Get out there and support your local sports team. Get out there and, why the fuck are people just sitting inside all the time? Go out, spend a little money, enjoy your life.
Yeah, speaking of which, we're getting a little short on time, so is there anything as far as music coming up, as far as shows?
Oh, wait, hold on real quick. We're going to break real fast, play you another Rooks.
Oh, right.
What do we got coming up?
The next song is called Through the Tracks.
Through the Cracks.
Through the Cracks! Featuring A-Def. Tell us a little about A-Def. I didn't really get much on him.
A-Def is A-Def is a member of a group called Soul Crate Music. They're out of South Dakota.
Right on.
Sioux Falls, to be exact. They're doing it. They just played in downtown Minneapolis for 4,000 people.
Nice.
Sold out a outdoor venue. So
Through the Cracks?
That was Through the Cracks,
All right.
featuring A-Def.
A brief whisper in the fields, you glance and they're vacant. The frostbitten breeze falls presented as a blanket. Confronted in the nightfall, met with hesitation. The scramble to his feet barely makes it to the basement where you're slipping and sliding. Suddenly you dive in, flowing in the bile of the stomach out residing. Starts to come together, loses steadily declining. Thunderclouds black, get a glimpse of the lightning. Crash, then it strikes, static continues to drive him. Anvil crawlers distant like night skies guiding him to the future where the camera shine left golden on the ground. There's no one to revive him. Tingle in his limb, the pulse thumps on softly. Fainting in the distant, fame becomes quite costly. The eye of the beholder finds success embossing. Try to live up to the standards, God, it's exhausting. Crew swan motley, the stages look godly. He's only ever wanted one thing, and it's probably more than unachievable. Goals he set not reachable, they've known him all his life. It's simply inconceivable. Why is it so unfeasible? Invested in the teachable, enthroned to make the passion and the drive more appealable. Containment of the stammer, held back by the regionals. Pick your chin up off the ground, I'm here for the believable.
Slipping through the cracks when you're dreaming of it. Sinking to the bottom when you're dreaming of it. Spinning down the drain when you're dreaming of it. Start to lose control when you're dreaming of it. So you swim against the current when you're dreaming of it. Stressing over nothing and you're dreaming of it. Can't get a grip and you're dreaming of it. In the end you recognize you're dreaming of it.
It can't all be paradise. About as fair as life can be, where a parasites speak free, breathe deep, thick air at night. You can see what a catatonic stare is like. But bad luck, the stuff that you dreamt up. Fornication under consent and the king fuck. No such thing as conscious, you seem stuck. Dancing around the issues you tempted to bring up, yeah. Clash like a bad acid trip. Just relax, man, I have to crash after it. half mastered it, half playing the accident, half to feel good about the fact we finally crashing in. It's all perception and how you will perceive it largely depends upon the context you were receiving at the moment that it crept into your head that I am breathing. A little twist of words can be deceiving, relieving.
Slipping through the cracks when you're dreaming of it. Sinking to the bottom when you're dreaming of it. Spinning down the drain when you're dreaming of it. Start to lose control when you're dreaming of it. So you swim against the current when you're dreaming of it. Stressing over nothing and you're dreaming of it. Can't get a grip and you're dreaming of it. In the end you recognize you're dreaming of it.
And then it's Rooks Kane, it's so great. Death is riding 38, but what's your plan when it learns to skate? Do you have what it takes to the patience wait when it's lost and out of grasp? Impossible to catch, I put the shells in many baskets. Just wait for them to hatch, because the nest has grown colder. His tongue matured bolder. A chip off the old blocks, inheriting the shoulder. That's meant for the consoling, not meant to be controlling. But this big ball of luster continues on rolling.
Been roaming in when the room begin to twirl. Idling, I try to bring it towards a newer referral. Yeah, we paint the picture, keep it true to the mural, but won't sit back and watch the people gone and ruin the world. So, bitter pissy, kick a bucket of rocks like constructing an escape plan. Man, we're stuck in a box. The train wreck isn't nothing to watch. Pump the brakes, they're unused, go adjusting it off.
Alright, so that was Through the Cracks, and now we're about out of time, so are there any shows or anything else you want to promote coming up?
Yeah, I got a show coming up February 15th with Zion I. They're from West Coast, I think the Bay Area, Oakland, San Francisco.
Right on.
And Saul, he's from Seattle.
Saul comes through a few times.
Yeah, I just played with Saul in November.
Yep.
I think. Anyways, yeah,
Where'd you play with him at?
Saul's dope. We played at Cervantes Other Side. The show on February 15th is at Cervantes Masterpiece Ballroom. It's the big one, big room.
It's the big boy room
Yeah.
over there.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, first time I'm playing over there, and then haven't really announced it yet, but March 5th I'm playing with the Grouch and Eli at the Aggie.
Oh, nice. I'm there.
Sweet. I got
yeah, dude.
I got pre-sale tickets for both shows.
Where was that one at again?
people
That was at the Aggie, right?
That one's at the Aggie Theater.
Now if they want pre-sales.
Yep, hit me up. Facebook,
Yeah, go ahead.
Facebook, Twitter.
Websites.
Facebook.com/Rooks, Twitter.com/Rooks. Hit me up. Tickets for both are $15, I think. So.
And
And,
the
Rooks-
correct spelling of your name is Rooke5, right?
Yeah,
It's
pronounced
a 5,
Rooks.
yeah,
it's a
his S
5
is a
at the
5.
end.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
make sure you
It's-
spell it right, but you say it right too, people. Come on, get
Yeah.
that right.
Fuckers.
Yeah, it's Rooks, not Rook-E5.
You
so.
ever get on like college radio, everybody's going to call you Rooke5.
I know.
They are.
I
Oh,
know.
totally,
They
dude.
already do.
They
And I'm like,
already
Especially up here.
there was this fucking shitty kid in Denver that I played this show with, and all night he was like, "Oh, what's up, Rook-E5?" And I was like, "It's Rooks, but cool. What's up, man? Whatever, blah blah blah." And at the end of the night, he like went up to my girlfriend and he was like, "Are you Rook-E5's girl?" And she was like, "It's Rooks," and just like walked out, whatever. But
She should have kicked him right in the balls, so he always associated your music with the worst pain he ever felt at a
good.
club.
I hope so.
Fuck him.
Fuck that guy. I probably shouldn't say that. But
No, you shouldn't.
I didn't
man.
drop
Talk
any. I
honestly.
didn't drop any names.
You
so.
didn't, dude. As
Yeah,
long
fuck
as you
that
are
guy.
like, fuck this guy from this company. Like, yeah, people walking up and being assholes. Fuck assholes, man. Talk about assholes.
Yeah.
We got to expose them.
We gotta expose them. They're a cancer to society.
Rooks, motherfuckers.
Yeah. So check it out. Facebook, Twitter. Hit me up for tickets.
Yeah, and if people want to buy Colossal Chronicles, where can they pick that up?
They can pick it up on iTunes, Spotify. You can stream it on there.
Along with Connecting Flight, his other release.
Connecting Flight was kind of like a side project. That was a long time ago. We got a lot of stuff.
Tell us how you
on
feel
the
about it,
mic.
man. I want to, represent your music. If you don't want people checking it out,
No,
you tell us.
it's all good. Go go check out Connecting Flight.
But it ain't exactly who you is?
Yeah, not so much anymore. It's the sound has definitely evolved and is growing, and I feel like I'm growing lyrically as an artist. And
then I'd suggest to people to check out Connecting Flight, because honestly, like just artist to artist, I think one of the coolest things about listening to Connecting Flight and then listening to Colossal was that like it was an obvious change of how your style and your development.
Yeah.
And if I have an interest in a local artist, I'm interested because I see them go from, hey, I kind of want to try this, to like, this is who I am.
Right.
Like, take it.
Yeah. This like the stuff I'm working on now is even more so like, I don't know. I've definitely honed in on the
Are you
niche.
going to be playing new stuff at the show?
Yep, I'm rocking with the new DJ on February 15th.
Nice.
His name's Broken. He's got some a fairly reputable following in Colorado. He's toured
Speaking
a
of
few
which,
times.
are there any other local rap hip hop groups or artists that you're a fan of? I'm kind of an outsider to the scene here.
That I'm a fan of. I'm good friends with this group called Thin Air Crew. They're here in Fort Collins. Shout out to Dan. D Styles, he's down in Colorado Springs. I'm working with Broken, my man Black Sheep.
I'll toss in there Cali Cubala from Fort Collins.
Yep, I played with Cubala a couple December. Beginning of December, we played with Prof and the MC Type from Seattle. Cubala's
she's dope,
kind of running the Fort Collins scene as far as hip hop, but the Grouch and Eli show at the Aggie is huge for us. That's a massive show, regardless of where it is. So
and I know you might not be aware of this. The bassist Reggie of Vacant Throne, a local metal band, he is also Ghost Wolf. Goes by Ghost Wolf, Denver rap artist.
Okay.
So that's another thing. That's a big thing about like the Dinosaurs show. What we're talking about here and what we're about with Rooks is that hopefully here soon, if anyone ever gets a chance to listen to any of our music, what you should be doing if you support this local scene, we're going to get a bunch of cross stuff going. We're going to get rap shows with metal guys with funk guys, get it all together. I mean, there ain't no reason that if you hear a message like you hear on Colossal Chronicles, like, man, metal fans, the ones I know, I'm a huge metal fan. Yeah. I love your shit, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Good music is really good music.
Yep. Thank you.
You're going to break out, man.
Thank you.
Well, that's all for this week. Hopefully we'll be back again next week. Thanks for listening, and you made it this far.
Dinosaurs Show!